Okay, hi guys. In this video, we just go through the moving average convergence divergence indicator, which is the MACD. Let's just go through this quickly because we don't really have to spend a lot of time researching this. But if you want to, you can definitely go ahead. So with the MACD, there are two lines. One is the signal line and the other is the actual MACD line. How is this calculated? You don't really need to know, but if you do want to know, the MACD is calculated by deducting the 12 moving average from the 26, so 26 EMA minus the 12 EMA, and the signal line is the 9 exponential moving average of the MACD line. It's very technical, you don't really have to know about this. So one of the main things is one of the main things that you have to know about the MACD is how to tell if it's a bullish indicator or a bearish indicator at that point in time. So if the MACD crosses above the signal line, it is usually taken as a bullish indicator, whereas if the MACD crosses below the signal line, it's usually considered a bearish indicator. And one of the things that you can clearly see is, well, the blue line is the MACD, the orange line is the signal line. So as you can see here, there is a bit of a histogram over here. So one of the main things about the histogram is it's above 0, so we can see the 0 here. It's above 0 if the MACD is above the signal line, and it's below 0 if the MACD is below the signal line. So how can you use this while you are trading? So what I'm going to demonstrate first is we'll go through a bullish scenario where MACD is on the bullish side. So like I said before, if the MACD crosses above the signal line, that's usually considered a bullish indicator, especially in an uptrend. So what we're looking at right now is Nvidia, and you can see that it's clearly an uptrend here. This is back in 2019. I can't use the examples at the moment because we're in a bearish environment, my bad. So what we can see here is we've crossed above the signal line. The blue line is the MACD. We've crossed above the signal line over here, and also the RSI indicator is indicating a oversold level. So I wouldn't recommend using the MACD alone. What I recommend is use it with other indicators, use it with the trend. So we can clearly see that RSI indicates oversold as well, and also at the same time the MACD crossed the signal line somewhere around here. So if you look at price over here, since the MACD crossed above, it has been in an uptrend. The uptrend has continued, and basically it has been making higher highs and higher lows. So the MACD is a great indicator when it comes to getting into trades. So once again, it's an indicator. Do not use it solely, use it with other indicators and also with confirmation of trends such as high highs, higher lows. So that was one of the best examples that I could give you. Let's just look at another one. So moving on to the second example of the MACD crossing the signal line in a bullish scenario. So what we can see here is we're looking at Cardano. The MACD line, which is the blue line, has crossed above the signal line somewhere around the 6th of September in 2020. And at that moment, we can also see that the RSI was indicating a oversold level. And if you did get in there, that would have been a perfect entry. Stop loss somewhere below this level of support. So let me just draw that just to demonstrate here. If you did get in there, what we can clearly see is MACD crossed above here, RSI indicated oversold. We could have basically ridden this trend until it basically reversed. That was a good trade back in 2020, but I was not trading back then. I still don't trade crypto. I invest in crypto and I trade stocks. That's the difference, but you can trade anything if you want to. So that was one of the best examples that I could have given you as well in a bullish scenario. So at the moment, as you know, we're in a bearish environment. It could potentially change probably sometime next year, but at the moment we are in a bearish environment. So how to use this in a bearish environment? Let's just go through some— okay, the very first example that we can use is TQQQ, which is a triple leverage Nasdaq ETF. At on the 30th of March 2022, which is this year, we can clearly see that the stock or the ETF has basically climbed all the way up above that overbought level of the RSI, above 70. And at that time, we can also clearly see that the MACD crossed below the signal line. So it crossed below, meaning it's a bearish indicator. And we can see that since then it has been selling off onto basically, well, today it has been selling off. So that's how you can use the MACD in a bearish environment. It has to cross below the signal line. And once again, quick reminder, don't use it solely, use it with other indicators. I use that with the with the RSI and also with support and resistance levels. So use it with other indicators. Okay, so I'll give you another example. As we know, what I recommend is use the RSI, use support and resistance levels, and also use the MACD line. So another trade that the MACD could have been useful was Bitcoin. So we can clearly see price was approaching a resistance level somewhere around here, as you can see from here, and potentially somewhere around here. So that was an area of resistance. And when it approached that area of resistance, we can see that Bitcoin was basically overbought because the RSI was indicating that. And the MACD crossed below the signal line somewhere around here. So let's say you did manage to get in, you would have made a very decent amount of return. So let's say you did get in there, you would have basically made 20% in 2 weeks, which is actually amazing. So that's how you can use it. Added benefit that of the MACD line is the use of the histogram here. So what does that mean? The histogram, as you can clearly see, it has increasing bars and decreasing bars. So in the case of bullishness, so we can clearly see that the MACD crossed above the signal line here. The histogram has been increasing. When the histogram increases, it basically means that buyers are becoming stronger. And when it's decreasing, it basically means buyers are becoming weaker and the sellers are getting in control. So you can clearly see somewhere around here, the buyers were becoming weaker, and it has been basically range trading during then. So during this time, it has been in a range and it proceeded to sell off. And the red one, which shows the power of the sellers, the red bars have been increasing. That's one of the best things that the MACD can be used for as well, the histogram. It shows the power of the buyers or the sellers at that given point in time. So increasing green bars means buyers are becoming stronger, and increasing red bars means sellers are becoming stronger. So on the flip side, decreasing green bars means buyers are becoming weaker, decreasing red bars means sellers are becoming weaker. So that's basically how you can use it. One of the main things, like I said, I've said multiple times on this video, do not use it solely, because just because the signal line and the MACD line crosses each other doesn't mean you should get in and get out. Use it with other things, like use it with areas of support, areas of resistance, and also use it with the RSI. What I recommend is I do put out weekly trades which you can take. It not promised to win, it can go either way, but what I do is I break it down. I let you know basically why we should get in or why we should get out at a certain level, what are the indicators we are looking for, and how we can use the indicators to basically get in and get out. So I do recommend checking them out as well. I will leave it here for you guys. It's been a quick video. It's a very simple concept. It's easy to understand. If you don't understand it, just leave a comment in the comment section, and yeah, I'll get back to you and basically explain whatever you want me to. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Like and subscribe. Have a good one, guys. See ya.